So now we're going to attach these loose bits on this deck so that they can't get drawn back into the prop when it's spinning. I did this before, but the camera failed to record it, so we're just going to reshoot it, as it were. So there's a bunch of ready-made holes here, which are kind of helpful. So what we're going to do right now is we want to make sure that all the bits can connect up. So the battery is here, and that connects to that, and we have the receiver here, and we have the two servos, and we're just going to make sure everything is in a little happy place. Alright, so it's good to have everything connected when you do this so that you make sure you don't put something where you can't get it. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is place this speed control, and I want it to be kind of out of the way and get good airflow on this smooth surface here. And so there's already holes punched, but we'll just pretend I punched those holes. You know, let's see, with just kind of like going through like that and like that, and like that, around the edges of it. All right, and we put in some zip ties, holding it all together. I just like to make a cross around the speed control, just because it can tend to fly around a little bit. I don't want these wires rubbing on here, so notice how those wires are significantly separated away from the speed controller, and they're not rubbing on the bell housing either. Those are in a great place. All right. And in this case, I'm going to have to double up the zip tie because they aren't long enough. Like that. This is the double up zip tie technique that we use. Okay, there we go. Speed controller is attached, and next up is the receiver. The receiver we're just going to put right here, something like that. Maybe, actually, I prefer to have it like this. So what I want to do is, when crash forces are going to be accelerating things towards the front, so I just put a single zip tie right there. And I'll just pretend like I didn't already have the holes there. But yeah, punch those, and then this receiver has a little bump right there that the zip tie is going to go over. That will prevent unhappiness and crash. Okay, so that's good. The antenna, I'm just going to put it off to the side like this, give it a nice little safe spot so it's not in the way. And that will be here. Okay. And the next question, these servo wires. So these servo wires are long enough that they can actually get drawn back into the prop. So I'm going to show you two techniques for dealing with it. So I'm going to pull, this one is, I've already done the holes, but you put a couple of holes in the coroplast and you wrap it around your finger once or twice. And it's important that it be a complete loop and not just folded up. People like to try and fold it up, but it has to be a complete loop so it can't go anywhere. So put that through like that, like this. And up. Let's see. There we go. Yep. So keep it safe. Alright, so that's not going anywhere. And the other technique is something that the guys at Maker Shed figured out, which I thought was pretty awesome. This is when we were doing the Make Magazine article. So there's a cut here, which so you sort of cut right next to the servo here, and you cut right next to this receiver here. These cuts are already done because this is a repeat. And then you just pull this out, and you run it under the deck. So you just push it through like this, and then we'll flip it over, and then where it comes out is right here. Doink, on the other side. And then that goes into, since it's the left servo, it goes in channel 2 with black towards the back. Okay? And you can see right there. Alright, there we go. So, that is the components on this deck secured. So we're going to clean it up real quick just so it looks presentable.